How's it going, guys? Electron Man. Well, we're got a new little project we're going to do today. I was getting ready to do a repair a peak and tune on a Cobra 20, and I'm always having this problem of when I want to make these videos for you guys, I want you to be able to see my meters real good, and it's always a problem with camera angle, and this plastic tends to reflect it off. And I got to thinking, why don't I light these meters? And I mean, some of the PDC series, this is a PDC 600, by the way, and I've had this at least 20 years. It's my go-to bench meter. It's not a bird, but it gives me a great reference, and it's within 5 or 10% accuracy, which is more than enough for what I'm doing as far as peaking and tuning. I've got a nicer meter, but my BK, but this guy is my reference when I use it all the time, and I know what exact is. So anyway, back to, it's always been a problem with the meters. They're kind of hard to see because they're not lit, and I got to thinking, well, why don't we just go ahead today and make it today that I'm going to modify these guys and light the back meters. So we're going to go ahead and crack this case open on here. It needed a cleaning anyway. About every 3 or 4 years, I'll go in here and clean all the pots, do some deoxid on them, get them all clean, the contacts on them, it sits out here and collects dust and stuff. So it needed that anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and, and I'll clean all the pots on it while I'm in there. But the main thing is I'm really, my objective is to light these meters. And I've got all kinds of different types of LEDs. I've got some white ones here. I've got some red ones. I got some bright white ones. I got some yellow ones. I got some green ones. I got some blue ones. I mean, I got plenty of varieties to go from. And this is all stuff I had on hand. I got a little switch, and I was thinking about putting a switch right here, as a matter of fact, either that or maybe there, but it depends. I might put it on the side depending on, what the front circuit board looks like, etc. Basically, I'll put the switch where it makes the most sense so that I can turn the lights on and off. But anyway, first thing we're going to do is we're going to open her up and look at, what we can do about attaching some lights on the back of these meters, and also kind of figure out what colors, we could do. We could do different things. We could have a red, green, and blue, Christmas theme here, or we'd have them all white. We could all have them blue. We'd all have them green. I'll probably put the LED behind it and light the scale and see what it looks like, and we'll kind of work there. And I hope that the scales are somewhat, what was it, say translucent, so that the light will go through them. I'm not even sure that it'll do that yet, but we're going to go ahead and break on in here and see what we got. Well, guys, my big plans are not going to work. Since I'm in here, I'll go ahead and show you how you service one of these anyway. But as you can see here, guys, I've taken it all the way down. I even took the meter apart, and because I was thinking I could drill a hole in the top of that meter base there and put a bulb right down through the top there and light the whole back of it internally, and that would do the trick. But the problem is my my front face is metal. No light's going to penetrate that, so we're just going to have to put it all back together and come up with a different idea for if we want to light meters. I guess maybe a light bar. I don't know. Maybe I'm in the market for a new set of meters that are lit. But either that or figure out some better lighting. But since I'm in here anyway, if you've never seen a PDC 600, the internals of it, we'll go ahead and kind of show you it. It's really not that complicated. You got your bridge across there, and you got a couple of circuit boards on the ends. You got your 3 meters. And to service this guy, of course, you can calibrate it with these, which it's calibrated fine, so I'm not going to mess with the calibration. But as far as what you want to do is you want to clean all the contacts in these, your resistors, your contact switches here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those. So I'll spray those out real good with some CRC, and then I'll do some deoxid in them. And since I got it in here, go ahead and clean the switches real good on it and make sure everything looks good as far as solder joints and everything, which it looks, for a 20-year-old set of meters, it looks really good. But unfortunately, we're going to have to nix the whole idea of backlit meters on this, on this PDC 600. It's just simply not set up for it. There's no way to do it without it just being tacky. I even thought maybe I could come into the bottom here, but the way they got this thing, even the bottom there, you'd have to come in the front of the cover there, and then it's going to be on the exterior because the way they got the meters mounted, that would be exterior, so then you'd have wires showing. So no, it's just, It's just not going to work. So let me go ahead and do a little service on it and clean it up and clean the contacts and put her back together, and I guess I'll set her back on the bench. But anyway, this is going to be a little short video. Thought it was going to be a real cool one. I love modifying things, but I also know my limits, and I'm not going to ruin a good set of meters, and there's just no physical way other than if I could find somebody that could silk screen this on a translucent type of material. It's the only way that would ever work as far as having a backlit meter. So if you ever got some PDCs and you want to modify them with lights, forget it. You know, buy some that have lights, because at least this model here, that just ain't gonna work. Anyway, okay, guys, well, she's all back together. Actually, it wasn't a total waste of time. It needed to be all clean anyway, and give me a good chance to really clean the front and clean the windows and obviously clean all the trims and switches in it. So it wasn't a total waste of time. I wished I could have lit it, but it just wasn't meant to be on this set of meters. I'll have to look around and see if I can find something else. I did notice one other thing is I need to zero out my power meter just a slight bit here. Which, by the way, if you don't know how to do that, you just use that little center screw there. Get her right on the line. Yeah, it looks like this one could use a little bit of adjustment too. Yeah, how about that one? Yeah, might as well. Kind of missed that one. There we go. Now, as you can see, the meters are nice and zeroed out. So that finishes. We got her all clean and calibrated and set, etc. Go put her back on the bench and put her back to work. By the way, these are great meters. Sure, they're not a bird, but you can get them for like 140, 150 bucks. They do a good job. I think Copper sells them still. It's about the only place I know of. I tempted to buy a new upgraded one with the fruit count and everything, but why buy one? I got this one. But anyway, guys, hopefully you enjoyed this. Have a great day. This is Electron, man.